I'm Lee Spencer with RacinBoys.com. I'm here with Erik Jones. Not the way you wanted to start off the playoffs, but do you guys have a strategy as far as how to rebound?
I think for us, it's getting in the groove of what we've done the last couple of months. We had an okay car at Vegas, and we were in position to probably run top 10, which would have been great for us. But we can only control our race, so we're going to have to just keep doing that and bring another good car here to this weekend and have another solid run. It'd sure be nice to win and just not have to worry about the Roval and the points, but we just have to have a good run and make sure we're doing what we need to do as a team, and I think we're fully capable of it. We just have to go out and execute.
As strong as you've been, I think you had, prior to Las Vegas, an average finish of 8th since winning at Daytona. That's pretty sporty. Top 5 will get you to the championship in the playoffs. What do you attribute the turnaround to?
I think it was a lot of things. I think right around the time we won Daytona, we've been getting our Camrys better continually each week. JGR and Toyota both have been improving those, and then as a group, I think Chris and I's communication was improving each week and has been all year. I think as a driver, I've improved all year, and I think it all just came together at the right time, and Daytona gave us that little boost of confidence and momentum we needed to really seal the deal on where we were going as a team, and we were able to really tie it all in and tie it together for that last 2-month stretch where we've ran top 10, top 5 pretty solid consistently. So it's what we wanted to do as a team, and we put ourselves in position to win races. I look at Indy where we didn't have the best car, but we were up in the top 5 and had a shot at it. So there's been a couple times this year where we've had cars good enough, I think, to do it, and that's really encouraging as a group.
Where did that move come from at Indy? I know we talked a little bit about that last week, but did you just see a hole and went for it? Because to finish second in that race and that was kind of the crazy before the crazy at Las Vegas. Did you just you had a good car? Did you just see a hole and went for it?
Well, it was a weird race. We didn't really the way the cautions were falling throughout the race, I couldn't really get settled in to know where even my car was really capable of running. I thought we had probably a 6. I think we were going to finish 6th or so when it was going green before the last few cautions, and when we stayed out at the end, I didn't know how it was going to work out. But seeing the 11 and the 2 get side by side for the lead, we were in third in a good spot, and I was just trying to take advantage and catch up and make something happen. Brad cleared him a little too quickly to try to get the lead, but still left the hole open for us to go for second, and it just worked out. It's one of those days where we didn't have the best car to start, but we stayed with it all day long and continually got it better. And as long as you're keeping yourself in the race, you never know what's going to happen at the end with the green white checkers and cautions coming out late. So that was one of those days where we stuck with it, and things just kind of fell into place.
You think that the communication between you and Chris is one of the areas where you've improved exponentially, which allowed you to take maybe a top 15 car and make it a 5th place car?
I think so. I think starting the year out, Chris and I have always had pretty good communication, but we really needed to nail down when I was telling him it was a 4 loose or 4 tight, what kind of adjustment he actually had to do. And I think Chris has done a really good job over the past few months of being able to really know what I want out of the car when I'm talking about it and number-wise and how big of a swing to make. So that's been the big thing for us, is kind of getting that keyed in and what we want to do for the race and what I need in a race car. And Chris has done a good job of studying on that, and I've done my job of trying to study on these races what you need in your race car. So that combined is made for some good races.
78 points behind. The last time some guy won from the pole and finished, was first one out, was Martin Truex Jr. 2 years ago at Talladega, which Talladega you kind of expected, but Las Vegas was insane too. I think Truex went on though to get to the top 4. You're going against your teammate who's also there at the bottom of the pile. He's been really successful here. Have you been able to lean on him? Can you lean on the 11 car to see what they have done really well here and have a nice run on Saturday?
Yeah, we have. We didn't run how we wanted to here in the spring. We qualified okay, but really struggled in the race, and I don't remember where we finished, but it wasn't that good. But we've leaned on the 11. I've leaned on Kyle a little bit this week, asking him for some advice and what he does to be really good here. He's been good here in the past and won here in the spring. So leaning on both those guys and seeing what makes them successful. I think we know kind of where we missed the ball in the spring race, Chris and I, and hopefully we can just improve that and fix it, and we'll be okay here. But we do have good teammates to lean on, which makes it helpful. And fortunately, I think we've kind of pinpointed where we need to get better.
And finally, the Roval, what are your expectations going in there?
Well, it's kind of an unknown. I think it's going to be a little bit of a track position race. You know, you see that a little bit on all the road courses now. Everybody's gotten so good at it that there's not many mistakes made anymore, and you don't see a lot of guys, unless they're supremely faster than everybody else, making a lot of moves to the front and driving through the field. So I think it's going to be about qualifying well and then not making any mistakes. That's a much easier place to make a mistake than Sonoma or Watkins Glen and get yourself in trouble very quickly. But it's going to be challenging to pass, so starting up front is going to be important. But we'll see how it goes. You know, I think we were actually decent there in the test and had decent speed. So if we can get that a little bit better and improve our qualifying spot, we should be in pretty good shape.
Have you gotten better at road courses, you think, since you've left ovals and kind of put that into your repertoire?
I think so. I did a lot of work this year on road courses between Sonoma and Watkins Glen to try to improve and get better. And it paid off. We ran really well at both, and top 5 at Watkins Glen, I think, and 7th at Sonoma. So I've been working hard on it, and the Roval's its own animal, but definitely feel like I've got a good notebook for the road courses.
Really appreciate your time today.
I appreciate it. Thank you.